Hey, greetings there, everyone. It's GleeCon, and I am back again. And you know what happens when we jump right into an episode like this? It means that we are rocking and rolling with a dungeon. So I just picked up a crew. It's Ragefire Chasm, so roles really don't matter. We're kind of fluid here. I'm kind of sort of a healer. I'm going to be a healer eventually on this character, and at this level, why not? We have another shaman who's enhancement. They can kind of sort of be a tank. We have two mages, and we have a warlock who could also technically, if things get dicey, switch it up to whatchamacallit, Void Walker as needed for tanking. So in this dungeon we begin, we kind of climb in the tunnels that are underneath the dungeon, and the first thing that happens is we fight these earth borers, which none of the mobs here are really worth paying attention to be honest. Again, I will heal Warlock as needed, but not a big deal. Looks like he's green, but... And then a Molten Elemental. So in the beginning, it's literally just things that are like, hey, what's going on here? You know, like, what's going on in the dungeon under? We skipped this Earth Orbit. You know, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go and hit. Gonna just keep my weapon stuff up, and I don't even care about pulling thread. It's actually kind of good if I do. Keep my totems down. That's gonna be my top priority. This time I pulled the threat, no worries. I could hit with Earth Shock if I wanted to sort of off tank, which is what I think he's basically doing. But now, that path that came down the side that we skipped, I think you could go that way, but I kind of think that's like the exit. You're coming out of the dungeon. I don't have to think about any buffs as a shaman. That's pretty nice. So we do have all 5 quests. And, I'm going to share them right now with everybody as needed. And all these people have either done it or not. It looks like nobody is really needing to worry about that. So it is boring but powerful. That's true. That's okay. Now these Ragefire heroes, these are the ones we need. We need a certain amount of shaman, 8 of them, and then I think we also need a certain amount of something else. Trogs, and that's what we really have to kind of spec into, or I mean, pay attention, not spec. So that's all. I could kind of sort of, switch to heals. So I'm just gonna sort of kind of keep this guy going by healing him. No worries, and I'll save my mana for that. We do need to kind of clear this room. You can mess up if you try to go too fast and wind up like missing out on some shaman. I have done that a couple times in this dungeon with groups that are really just trying to blaze the path forward. I feel like I haven't been getting a lot of loot lately, but fire totem. Okay, now we gotta worry about healing. There you go. Hard time attacking these guys. Okay, let's get him healing. I was a little bit too, like, what I would call it. Let me drink. They gave me some water. There we go. Conjured water. Toss that on this bar just for this dungeon. It's not my normal spot where I would keep conjured water, but I don't feel like getting all nice and cute. Everything with it. So yeah, we just killed a bunch of trogs. We're already at 4 and 4. We do just 56 melon juice. That's a lot of melon juice. All right, so we'll pull this if we have to. I should have pulled logs. Okay, so he decided to pull him back here. Yeah, throw some weapons down. I think it'll be okay. I'm not even going to use my weapons. I'll heal myself. Like, I'm going to switch off and not even use any offensive because no one else is taking on... Now, what is this? That's a one-handed axe, so I'm just going to read that. But we are going to be switching over to two-handed axes soon, so it's going to be worth... He's healing. He healed himself. That's good. I was going to do that, too. Where are we at now? So now we're at 6 and 5. Again, we do kind of have to sort of be careful here. There's a shaman back there. There are more than enough, but like I said, if you're rushing... This boy drinks more water than my feral cat. Okay, so go ahead and put a totem here. And yeah, I'm not gonna. I guess I'll just keep my buff on because it's so good, and it is making me pull some of the threat, which is actually okay since we don't really like that. Everyone's raving about Kata. I don't like it at all. And this person says, "Why does anybody like that?" I mean, I don't. Like I said, there are cool things. I have nothing against Kata. I just don't think that they should. I just wish it didn't come at the cost of everything else, you know? Okay, so we got that. We are now at 7 and 7. We just need one more for each. So here's our last needed trog. There's a couple more trogs. So trogs are not the hard part. You'll get more than enough. The fact that we cleared that little corner, we should be good. You can kind of clear some people right here, too. This is where you want to pick out as the reason Classic even exists. They're not wrong. I'll go ahead and add my defense in there. The defense really does help a lot. It's actually, like, low-key crazy. Uh-oh. Wait. It's low-key, like, really underrated, I think. It's more powerful. It makes the fact that we only have one heal, like, A-okay at the end. It's a really big deal. Go ahead and pull off a few heals in a row to switch over to healing duty. Which, I actually like healing. I just feel like it's ridiculously small kit that we have right now. I'll burn through all my... Yeah, I don't care. Nobody leveled up. Sorry, my wife's distracting me. Welcome back. Alright, so we still need that one shaman. Which, there is one down there. You should go Distractor. Anyone need mana cards? 5. Okay, we have a Warlock who is currently using an Imp, so... Yeah, I'm not going to use the Lightning. I'm just going to keep everything going. This person says... well, they went with an our time of the month joke, but, as they said, go Distractor. And he's like, I'm lucky to be on here right now. I hear that. Oh man, they're making period jokes. Run on a red light. Come on, that's lowbrow. Okay, gotta go ahead and start working on heals. Bust this out. I do like the song Roxanne, don't get me wrong. It's a great song. It is a great song. Alright, cool, so we got our totems going. I really feel like I have not been able to loot very much at all. Alright, so we're coming up on the first quest, the only quest that you'll complete and pick up in this dungeon. And it's called Searching for the Lost Satchel, and it's right before you do the boss. OMG, I love you. Don't know what that means. Or who they love. I'm waiting for this weapon to run out because of the glitch. We don't need it that much. It's fine. I'm leveling. Oh, because he gave potions. He just gave me like 11 mana potions. 10. No, 10. I don't know. Either way. I'm glad that he loves him. And I don't want to be like an ingrate. Oh my god. I'm gonna greet it but it's like I said, it's still 4 levels away from being able to use it. Although I would actually like to win that fight. I just got another mana potion. Where'd he go? Oh. Oh, there. I'm not even gonna drop my. Okay. Uh-oh. Can you just pull the whole boss? Get you over to heals, but yeah, this is why this doesn't even really matter because it's like, oh, I can just cast a few healing touches and then my mana's out. Okay, cool. Very engaging, and make sure I keep Stone Skin down. Like, that's cool. That's the boss in there. He's running right up to him. Oh. Started it.
The body looks seriously beaten by clubs or fists, but most of the corpse's clothing and equipment still looks present. It seems the Trogs do not overly care much for material wealth, or even to search the body for anything of interest that might help Maggot. You find a satchel under the body of the Trog. It is still gripped tightly in his arms as though he was trying to protect it while being attacked by the Trogs. Removing the satchel from his vice-like grip, you stow it with your own equipment and prepare to make your way out of the tunnels and back to Rahauro in Thunderbluff.
So we don't know what, like, that is not a lot of lore, basically. It's saying it's not a material possession, so it's not loot, really. It's something else, and we're going to be bringing it back to Magath or Grim Totem. That's all we really know. If you look at the Grim Totem satchel in your bag, it doesn't really say or do anything. We also got no good loot from that boss. Which all the buffs were 30 minutes long. Yeah, I agree. 5-minute buffs are done. Yeah, battle shot 2 minutes is dumb. I agree. It should almost be like an aura. Like, don't make me keep casting it. Okay, so now we're going back into the tunnel where, you know, we're fighting a couple other more elementals. So down here are the molten elementals. Are we getting close to the earth? Are we getting close to more boars? So it speaks to the... just speaks to that. And that's why, like, my DPS and my contribution overall is probably a little lower than I otherwise would want. But I am trying to make sure I always have reserved mana for... No, not need a bow. For healing. I don't think that I can heal myself. I don't think that's a poison. Yeah, I don't... It's just says... reduced armor. Doesn't say anything like what's causing it or... Okay, so now we found another room. That guy we beat was Ogleflint. He's a leader of Trogs. So the Trogs, remember, these are who they wanted to collect these guys. Or they wanted to work with them. And the first thing we did is we found early on that a leader of them, maybe someone that he was going to negotiate with, a leader of the Trogs, killed him. And whatever they were going to bring was 2 intellect, 2 stamina. I don't even really care. We're not going to get any blues in this dungeon or anything like that. Like, the very clean LOS pool. That was, my main is Feral tanking Hakar. So this person's normally used to tanking. And they were all about, like, they're like, yeah, I'm enhanced, but I've got my shaman going, like, as a cat. I mean, that's funny. We still have bag space. Lies. Yeah, you can't hold threat as a cat, so. But we don't need these little stealthing. I think there's some little Trog ambushers or something. I hear the stealth. Oh, it's the imp. I got a baby bear tank. I mean, we can tank a shaman on my other one, the one that you guys don't get to see. Alright, so none's too shabby. I mean, I'm pulling threat too just from having the rock weapon on, so that's the only thing. Shaman, especially at this level, you can't really maintain there. Alright, here comes the hard room of the dungeon. This crisscross room. But it's because the packs are so full. Okay, so we just have to be careful. He just went ahead and put the fire totem because that will hit all of them at once. Now is where my mana is going to come into play with on spam healing. Alright, he gets them. But we're lucky we didn't pull that other thing over. Uh-oh, we just pulled. They just interrupted me, and the back pulled another person. Okay, so I'm gonna go off tank here a little bit while he got there in time. You don't, that totem, you don't really need to do. Okay, I got one of the two books that, no, that was, remember that was one of the, things that Sylvanas wants. She says the Searing Blade, they don't deserve these stinking books. Now, it's random when you'll get them. You could hypothetically have to clear the whole dang thing. We need one more book still. Okay. Go after this one. And we'll just kind of keep an eye on everyone. I wish I had more. Oh, he just went and pulled more over there. That sucks. I just leveled up. Heck yeah. So give me an extra point of crit. Oh, we got a Windwalker right there. I'm gonna have to go heal Warlock. Other than that, no, we're okay. Okay, so we didn't get another book in there, but I did level up, which is nice. So we're 17 now. Excellent. Means I'm gonna have to do some fishing, but we'll do that on the next episode, probably. I legit don't remember when I started this episode. And let's see where I'm at. I started it 19 minutes ago. So where are we? So about probably 5 till. I started a little early today because I wanted to. We're both doing them. Alright, so here's where another boss is, Boss 2, Taragaman the Hungerer. He is the quote-unquote boss that, what's his name? Nerjul, or not Nerjul, whatever the guy's name is that we have him convinced we're really a lieutenant. He's the person that is the boss that he sends us to prove himself to, Rawl about, but we all know that that's crap. 29 belt. That's a 37 belt. Nice, I'll take that. 36 gloves. That's better than the gloves. Oh, but mine are reinforced. Actually, I could reinforce these right now. 33. That's a 12 back. Uh-oh. Okay. guess I'll stop. I guess I'll stop messing around. I think he can. I don't know. I feel like there's maybe a knockback he could do. Okay, we got his heart. I don't care about these cloth cuffs. Okay, so that was the second thing. That was for what's his name. So we have the trogs done. We have 3 out of 5 done, but we do need 1 more book. And hopefully we get it in the natural pull progression. And that we don't have to go out of our way. None of us here... I mean, I don't really care about doing this, like, for the XP or whatever. That doesn't really tickle me. Oh, no. That person says their neighbor just got out of their seatbelt. I mean, got out of their car and got tangled up in their seatbelt and face planted. And they're like, did you laugh? On the inside, yes. That's, oof. Alright, so here we have a little patch of dudes. We'll make sure we get going nicely on this. I'll let that guy go in there and pull. I'll charge him behind, drop my stone totem. Yeah, we gotta really take the warlock out first. Okay, so I just interrupted his... Really interrupting a frostbolt. I mean, a shadow boat's almost as good as a heal. You are just doing so much damage, you know? My only problem is you just have such a small mana pool at this level. Like, I can heal like 5 times or something, and then I'm ooming. I'm ooming all over the place. Okay, I did not see a second book yet. So... over there. Alright. She never let her phone or bag go right to her face. Ouch. That's just priorities, I guess. You know, I've never... Knock on wood, but you know what? I don't even know that I have to knock on wood because it's been so long. But I've never once in my life, not once ever, broken a phone. Cracked a phone screen. It's just never happened. So I don't know how other people do it so much. I just don't get it, but I've literally never broken one. So, now, the only thing is, I believe if you don't come out and, get this book right now, oh, shadow gem, then things can get a little dicey. So you do want to make sure that you get that book. We're getting all kinds of gems. Oh, they're just passing at this point, and I'm just getting the gems. But I'm collecting a small stack. So let's just, yeah, hope that goes. I just don't want them to rush out of this room. But I've never, like, had it not work where, like, you don't get it. There we go. This guy. So we got both books now, so that's good. So we really, I'll check the quests after this fight, but... Okay, so we just need the final 2 bosses, Basilan and Jurgosh the Invoker. This person's coming in. Get that, but we don't need to clear that little patch over here now because there's shield. I don't know if that's really shield bash, shield punch me in the face. I don't know. Okay. Alright. We also, I still have that stone totem going. That's all I'm really doing. I mean, this is a curse, but I don't, I don't think that I will get, like, a curse cleanse. I don't think it's gonna happen. I know, I mean, mages are notorious for being one of the earliest and best classes for cleansing them, but actually druids get a curse cleanse too. 2 intellect, 2 spirit, 8.9. I don't care if I get it or not. My current one's better. I mean, my current one does a little bit better DPS, and it gives me the stamina, so I don't care. Alright, so here is Jurgalosh, or Jurgosh, the Invoker. This is a tough little pack right here. It is, I love to use that. I think that War Stump is, like, criminally underrated. A 2-minute warning, hard interrupt for all mobs. It's pretty good. I like to use it in dungeons all the time. Okay, we got that little pack, but this is boss 4, right? Or boss 3? 3, because the first one was the Ogleflint. The second one is, oh, that's why he keeps, I don't know, does he keep frostnifying? But you don't have to kill this pack to the side. He does come out with, like, 2 mobs. I think you can pull him with only pulling one of them or something. I think. Pretty sure. Something like that. You can definitely crowd control one if you really care. 2 agility ones. I don't care. That might be better than what we have. Bag. We have 3 bag space left. So I guess there's only 4 bosses in this dungeon. Whoa, that's freaking dope. Like a spider head or something. Okay. Alright. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the heals. I just wanted to get that. I wanted to get that boss dead before I... Robe of Evocation? I don't need... Somebody needed that one. That's decent. That's good. We have 2 mages in the group, so... Alright, the last part is this slope, which you can walk around. You can also jump up here, I think. You can come right here, but they're gonna go ahead and walk around. That's fine too. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I see what they mean. The shortcut does allow you to skip those 2 couple mob packs. So now I am out. I did know about the shortcut. I've actually never not taken the shortcut. I hope he can heal himself, because I'm not. So you better get out of my way now. That's a searing thing. Searing thing pulling. I just get hit with a Curse of Agony. I walk up and they just pick me? I don't think that buckler is 220. Oh, it's actually better than the bone buckler we got in Silverpine. Alright, so we're close. We got a couple packs. We gotta make our way up the slope for the final boss, which is all we have left in this dungeon, which is Basilan. Basilan. He's the actual boss in the dungeon. Pretty good. Actually, and we're kind of low doing this despite everything. At 17, I mean, look what we do at level 14 running it. But there's one other 17, but then it's a 20 and a 21, so we're certainly not, like, doing anything spectacular. Waste my War Stump for that. I do kind of want that. Oh, what a So that's it. I will take that on. I just wanted... I don't really even care about any of it. None of it's worth it. And now I'm technically a healer, so I'm gonna eventually start going heal stats. But also, I'll really take any stats since I'm so much PvE. Oh, I got pants. This is a 60. Oh. I'll look at that later, but I don't know that I care. That I really want them. They're all passing on that. I just take it as green. I have one slot left. Okay. Oh, I had this thought last time when I was trying to figure this out. Remember with Muln, or not remember, on my own, maybe on another episode, what those bars meant at the top, because normally that's where, on LVUI, that's where like rogue combo points will be, and then I realized it's your 4 elemental totems with each one's individual timer left. Fire totem, not the searing. The other totem is fine. I mean, it's okay, especially as a boss. When you're fighting a boss, like, it has its uses, but it's definitely limited. Okay, so I guess he's just going with it to be offensive. Yeah, it's offensive, alright. Shadow one, see that's probably worse at 10 damage than what's... Okay, here's the final boss, he's a Satyr. This one, both of these will automatically pull, but you can CC one if you're really trying to get, like... So after this, it's going to be done, and I think we're doing so good on time that we'll be able to go turn these quests in too. Yeah. Okay, so we'll drop these. Oh, you can pull just the one. Oh, look, they pulled. We're just stripping him of his allies. That's cool. I actually didn't know. I think I kind of knew you could do one. I did not know you could do both with that. Yeah, let's pop a heal off. Alright. Let's do this. Just keeping an eye that we're within range of our stone skin. Got his heal. Dang it. Hey, we got him. That was not hard. We killed Baslan. He had no freaking loot. That's so dumb. Alright. Okay, so that was a nice, easy run. And I think with us, with time, we are actually, like, all good. So we should be able to turn in. We eventually want to hit Booty Bay up. So we do need to be Ratchet. But we need to get Ratchet. I don't know, did we ever set... We did set this back to Orgrimmar. Which is where we eventually want to end. I think what we will do... Because we're going to leave out of here, we're going to be in Orgrimmar. And I think what we'll do is... We will... Man... Okay, so our options are... We can definitely clear out everything in Orgrimmar. Turn these in. Then we can Undercity, we can Zeppelin to Undercity, turn in that quest, then Hearth back to Orgrimmar. Then fly to Thunder Bluff and back. Or we can turn these in, get right off, fly to Thunder Bluff, Hearth back to Orgrimmar. And if you jump down here. ever do that? I don't know that I've ever ran back out that way. Yeah, so, or I could just go right to Thunder Bluff. Then we take the Zeppelin to Undercity. Then we take the Zeppelin back, fly to Thunder Bluff, hard back. Don't like that. I think what we shall do is... I think we'll do that. I think we will go to... Because then I can at least... Because really where we want to start the next one is Ratchet. That's where we want to start our next Alliance episode. Oh, he's Stonewalker Totem. That's fine. They're not going to stop to fight him, and I just don't deal with it. Okay. Alright, so let's go get about turning in everything right now. Okay. So I'm going to leave this group, first of all, and then we'll kind of look at where we're at. So, I don't believe I wrote down all of the quests that we were supposed to pick up. So we picked the Power to Destroy. Then we went back and we got the Earth quest, which is... Oh, let's look at them. So then we went and got Searching for the Lost Satchel. That was next. So, boom, pick that up. We need to have a little bit more space. Okay. Then we went and we also got Testing an Enemy... Oh, I guess, whatever. I could have picked up both at the same time. Testing an Enemy Strength. So we got those two at the same time. Then, then we also went and got Slaying the Beast, Hidden Enemies, 3. Okay. And then we also picked up the Power to Destroy. Oh, I know, we already did that. Actually, we picked that one up. Okay, so that's cool. Alright, so we didn't... That's it. Alright, so now we're going to turn in Slaying the Beast.
Have you killed the beast? He surely must be leader of the Searing Blade in Ragefire Chasm.
Ha! You've done it. Thrall will be so pleased. I will ensure this heart is taken care of properly. For now, though, you must celebrate your victory. I will inform Thrall of your success. Thank you for your aid, adventurer.
You're welcome. Alright, so he gave us, I don't know what. But we just did Slaying the Beast, and we turned it in. Perfect. Now, I do think there's a little back and forth action that we have to do for the Hidden Enemies quest that we will turn into Thrall right now. So we gotta be careful on that. Let's look at our gear. First of all, the 60 with 2 intellect and 2 stamina. I don't love it any more than the 61 with the 4 agility. I don't really care. Now, the shield is a better shield than what we have, so that can replace our bone buckler as an inventory piece. Belt we already equipped. The veiled grips 33. We got a tiny piece better there. Don't care about that. The one-handed, we're saving all that. Okay, the rest is all good. It's all just stuff we can sell. I don't need all those mana potions that guy sold me. I don't know what Azeron's market is. I kind of want to repair. But yeah, we really didn't gain anything cool. Even the pants, which were a maybe upgrade, were just a pinch worse. Now, from a healing perspective, sure, they were good. This is for Spirits of Stone Talon for when you want to start the Stone Talon chain. The low-level pieces of it. Which we will not be doing anytime soon. So that quest is going to be gray by the time we do it.
I am glad you've returned, adventurer. Some of those loyal to me brought word immediately that the caverns below Orgrimmar were in disarray now that their leaders have been slain.
They're real leaders.
I even heard reports that Niru was more than agitated. It seems we put a dent in his armor. I can't say I'm displeased, even with such a minor victory.
I think our next step should be to have you placed close to Niru. If he is as agitated as reports suggest, then we may accomplish two things. One, you may be able to gain some greater knowledge about the Council, or at least the Burning Blade. And two, he may just begin to trust you enough that he asks you to start to aid him. He may very well look at you as someone who can fill the void now that some of the leadership is in turmoil. Return to the cleft and speak to him again, but do not be too overt.
I don't know that anything really happens there. So what we just completed... No. Yeah, we just completed Hidden Enemies 3. And then I think we picked up Hidden Enemies 4. But I might be wrong. I might be calling those numbers out wrong. If we look at Duratar... I'm just going to make sure I don't pass the... yeah, it says unless I'm calling one a dungeon, but we've already done 3 steps. We'll have to research that. If he gives us another one, it's all well and good. This is technically an Orgrimmar quest, also not a Ragefire Chasm quest, but we all know what's going on here. But yeah, that was actually that was an easy run. Really, all Ragefire Chasm runs are easy unless... I can't imagine. You went with a very low level people that were trying to pull everything cockily.
Speak. What is it? Oh, you, adventurer. My apologies. My anger rivals that of a rabid Kodo bull. But perhaps it is my own fault. In sending travelers into Ragefire Chasm, I should have seen the possibility that some harm would come from it. It seems both Bazalan and Jirgash were taken unaware and slain by some of Thrall's
I like how he
do-gooders.
can't put 2 and 2
A
together.
most inopportune time, but there is nothing that can be done about it now.
I successfully killed the ones he sent me to kill, and these also died at the same time.
You are one of my lieutenants. Prepare yourself, adventurer. I will call upon you soon. My time spent on the Searing Blade may be all but wasted now, but that does not mean that the Shadow Council's schemes elsewhere must suffer. I will do what I can to minimize the damage here in Ragefire Chasm. In the meantime, I will have my agents in the Barrens and Ashenvale begin work on our newest agenda. Return to me soon.
Alright, so he's kind of saying like, hey, some of the zones you should go to are the Barrens and the Ashenvale. But there are like not... Unless you are... Unless somehow the Razorfen Down stuff is somehow tied into the... Might be tied into the Burning Legion. Because there's definitely a demonic kind of influence, but it might be old god influence. I don't know. But anyway, we did pick up hidden whatever's number 5. So that was true. There was one, and it's just go back to Thrall. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Alright, so this one we'll actually get a reward for. And it's good we only have 1 spot. But basically, he's like, oh, you know, my bad. I'm sorry I'm mad. I've been sending people to go kill them. You. They succeeded, but also killed more than I wanted. Oh, but now you have a role.
Welcome to Orgrimmar.
Ashenvale? I had not heard of any presence of the Council or the Burning Blade in Ashenvale. My spies will investigate, adventurer. You have done well. For now, rest, and keep yourself occupied with other tasks. I will call upon you again soon. Loktar Ogar.
That is a good staff. So it does as much damage as the axes did. And so I might lose a tiny pinch of DPS. But I'm gaining this intellect and spirit, which is great for my casting. I think I would have gone with the staff no matter what. It's a good one. So we did complete that. Also, and I think I talked about this the first time we ever did this quest on an episode. What an all-time wasted opportunity. You've just gotten good with the Searing Blade and aka Agents of the Burning Legion. We've got in there with Niru Fireblade. He's exposed as a traitor. You've ingratiated yourself to him. And that questline is just never touched again. You never come back and do more with it. There's never anything about it. So, just is what it is. Alright, so we're actually going to go to... We're not going to fly over to Thunderbluff. Because ultimately, we want to be in the Kalimdor side of things. So So I will... Let's go ahead and take the Zeppelin over to Undercity to turn in... Even though that's the strongest one, the power to destroy. That's the next one we'll turn in. So while we go over there and wait, we'll check it off and we'll check the... We'll clear out the spreadsheet, but... So we're gonna do a flight over to Undercity. This will be a little time consuming, but we're still only at 45 minutes right now. So we have 15 minutes to get to Undercity, turn in the one quest, Hearth back, and then fly to Thunder Bluff and turn in those 2 quests. So I think that's doable within that time, which is pretty good. Then I will not make you watch me fly, but I will, off camera, just take the flight path from Thunder Bluff over to Ratchet, because we will be taking the boat from Ratchet to Booty Bay next time, and then I may do that off camera too. But I kind of don't want to do the rest of that journey. We're gonna miss the boat because that's the boat right there. So unless we get lucky and it doesn't fly off, we're gonna miss that bad boy. No ghost will form, no blinking, nothing. I mean, maybe if it just pulled up, we get lucky. I just want to get inside here so I don't even have to see it moving if it leaves us. So slow. I mean, eventually we will get Ghost Wolf form. Is that the right boat? Oh no, come on.
What's up? Of course, there's no danger in everything catching
made
flames
it.
and exploding
Oh, that was
like a
perfect.
huge helium bomb. This baby will get you to Undercity faster and safer than any boat, and the view is truly breathtaking. Speaking of breath, smoking is
Just
not
in time.
allowed while on board the Zeppelin, and fire spells are banned from being cast during the trip.
We need to do some business on this. I'm trying to think what can we even get rid of. I mean, sure, I guess plenty. I should have used these buffs on myself. What was I thinking? I didn't use anything. I didn't really have to, but we're over a gold now, which is good. We did level up, which is also good. We'll do our fishing on the next episode, but now we're only 3 levels away from getting 2-handed axes and maces. So every time, and we're halfway through, we haven't even turned in these. If you look, the purple is what we're going to be 3/4 of the way through leveling up just from turning these in. So it's definitely worth it to do these dungeons. Faux show. Because we will essentially have like raised up an entire level in less than an hour. Now we did have to complete some of the chains first, but that's pretty good. Remember, we don't have to worry until we're at level 20. We don't have to worry about doing anything like having a reading episode. I do want to I still have the desire, I still have it out there to do the rest of these art books. And after the art books, I have another little miniature project planned. I've got a few other little things to get us going, and I want to get back on that. The art books really slowed down that lower side, and I've been getting a decent amount of new subscribers in a way. So I'm getting the subscribers, and I would have to imagine I'm pulling the new subscribers because of this type of content that we're doing on this episode. Those that like to sort of watch me flounder around and suck and fail, not talk about my life and my job. Nobody cares about that. I barely care. But the ones that like to hear about, just like to hear somebody play and talk about it, and I have like diarrhea in the mouth, so I never stop talking. But the people that are the most vocal are the ones that are really into the lore. And that is my original OG fan base, the ones that are really into the books that we read. So I do want to keep supplementing that. It does slow the growth rate when I cut these videos, the gameplay videos down, but I do want to get to a spot where we do both. I do miss that. And I don't think we'll ever fully get away from that. Like I said, it's just a matter of time. I'm just super busy, and then the fact that I have to front load, I have to go to eBay and buy those collector's edition art books, and then scan them in one by one, and it's just a matter of me being lazy. I haven't wanted to do that. When I was in the slow season at work, I could do my lunch break, and I would get pieces of it done every day for some of the things I've scanned. But the knowledge that I have so much to scan has made me sad. And that I'm in the busy time of my job, so I don't get a lunch break. I haven't had a lunch break in months. So, there's just not that kind of time. And I would like to break that habit anyway. I don't really want to mix my work and my play. A perfect world, this would become my work and my play simultaneously. That'd be dope. I would, or I could take a much cheaper paying role, just work from home, and then supplement it with making things off this. Like, I'd say if I start to get it, if I ever got like total dream world, but if I ever got into like that 50,000 subscribers range, I think that is enough of an income that I could really cut down on my all work that I do. And I'm torn, I have the career ambitions that I've worked my whole life towards that I still push, and blah blah blah. There's all kinds of things that I like. I would love to go on vacations. I'd love to, become one of the few people that do the through hiking. There's all these things that I like. But none of them, well, I wouldn't say none, but right at the top of that list is World of Warcraft. I have not been playing retail at all lately. I have not been playing any games whatsoever other than classic. So that just goes to show you another thing. Any video game time I'm just devoting to this game. Alright, here's Veramathras.
Don't waste my time.
There are 100 other tasks awaiting my attention, Shaman. Do you have the books?
Incantations from the Nether and Spells of Shadow.
You think you can match the might of a Dreadlord?
Now there's an upgrade pants. I'll take those.
Good luck, Shaman. You have done well in serving the Dark Lady. Your continued perseverance and ambition will be of great use to the Lady's subjects. Return to me again in the future. Perhaps I will have other tasks for you that will aid the Dark Lady in her attempts at overtaking the Lich King and completely freeing the Scourge.
Alright, so I will put these pants on. They're cool, a little darker looking, and I'm going to also reinforce them. +8 armor. And now we're going to hearth back to Orgrimmar. And then we're going to fly from Orgrimmar to Thunder Bluff, and we'll complete the little guide on this. We didn't really get a chance to complete since we got so lucky with our Zeppelin timing, but there is no luck that comes into play, for better or for worse, with the flight paths. We're getting mighty close also to our hour. We're about 5 minutes off, so it is... we're gonna probably go just a few minutes over, but I owe you guys anyway, since I missed an episode this week, and I had one that ran a little bit short. I think it was the last episode. Last night. It was maybe 45 minutes or something. So...
You haven't
and
lived
today was
looked down on the world from the back of a Wind Rider.
quite the day at work, so I'm just busting it out anyway. Alright, so we just did Power to Destroy. Nailed that bad boy. Oh, within the dungeon, we need to actually, before we turned this in, we actually took Searching for the Lost... Oh, you know what? I need to add another row. Because we got Searching for the Lost Satchel, and we turned that one in and picked up its friend, Returning the Lost Satchel. We also just completed, we're literally turning in every single one, so we might as well check them off. Okay, so that, and then we are turning in Returning the Lost Satchel and Testing an Enemy's Strength. That's it. We will have completed Ragefire Chasm fully. So just so you can plan your viewing, the next on the list of things to do that tomorrow's episode will be is I mean, we could talk about Moonglade, but there are no quests in Moonglade, so it doesn't really matter. So it's Westfall. So we're going to do Westfall with our alliance. We're going to fully run it. And then, when all is said and done, we will take her, Gleekonsoul, run her up to Westfall for 2 reasons. One, because she can do dead mines, and I think a horde run of dead mines will be fun. But also, she can do all the pirate quests. So this Captain Sanders' Hidden Treasure is a grind fest. We'll be grinding together. It could take us more than 1 episode. Who knows how long that's going to be. But she can also do the 3 lighthouse quests. Keepers of the Flame, the coast isn't clear, and whatever. So she'll pick those up, and maybe we'll get lucky in the coast in doing those 3. We'll get a level up. But Captain Sanders' Hidden Treasure is a whole chain that's the longest. We will also do that with our alliance all first, so we'll get to preview. We'll just be showing what that feels like from the Horde perspective. Hint, it feels exactly the same. And then she'll run up into... We'll kind of talk about the logistics of what do you do when you're trying to run Wailing Caverns as a Horde. Luckily, she is part of a guild that, since I haven't transitioned her over, that's actually pretty active. I think 2 or 3 of the 5 that I was just in that were part of this guild that popped up quickly. We also had people offering in the guild to do a carry, an RFC carry. It's a quick carry. So we might have that Wailing Cavern run. Actually, this guild may or may not be the guild that I ran it on. I think it is. With my other one, and I had a good experience doing the guild run with dead mines. I think I said Wailing Caverns over and over again. Sorry, this whole time I've been meaning dead mines. I think I had a good experience, and that's the reason why I joined this guild in the first place. But I've also, and for the most part, I've had good experiences. I will recommend, if you're on this server cluster, Enigmatic is pretty good. They're pretty active. They are very helpful. I've pretty much always had someone willing to help on a quest or a dungeon, at least, 1 or 2. On my other character, someone just gave one of my guys 20 gold. I didn't ask. I didn't even realize it was someone in the guild. Yeah, so there's just generally positive reviews. There have been, a couple other times that I'm like,
Peace, friend.
What does that not happen in?
I'm glad to see you took Magnus' task seriously. Thank you, adventurer. I'm sure the Trogs will have a harder time coming to the surface with their numbers so greatly reduced. Perhaps in the future we can take time to figure out where such creatures came from and what they really want.
Maybe. And then he says, were you able to find anything, Gleekonsoul? Any clues as to why one of her clansmen had to die needlessly would be helpful.
Excellent, adventurer. Thank you. Magatha told me that if you were successful in finding her clansmen, that you be given this. Please, take it in thanks.
I'll take it. That is a nice upgrade. I'm still wearing my starter shirt. Okay, so, that's all good. I never had upgraded that. I was wearing those pants and I never... Glad I upgraded just now. Alright, so that's all good. I will, like I said, I will walk out of here and get on the flight path. So next time we join, we'll be in Ratchet together. We'll take the path to Booty Bay with this character, and we'll walk to Westfall. But tomorrow, we'll just go to Westfall and get started. We'll do the prereq quests over for it, with our alliance and all that good stuff. It'll be, it'll be fun times. So we have another episode in the pipe 5x5. We have, as always, me and my gratitude devoted towards you. Thanks everybody so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on Lore of Warcraft. Peace.